Awesome Rider Review. Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here with a review of S.H.Figuarts Kamen Rider Duke Lemon Energy Arms. So, yeah, this guy's a Duke. I don't know where else I was going with this. I had no bit or joke. This guy was a Tamashii Web exclusive, just in case you were wondering, so you either had to have had pre-ordered him or you had to find him on the aftermarket. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the box. Pretty neat like usual. It's pretty typical of what we've been getting for the Gaim exclusive boxes. You have a really nice shot of the figure right here. There's a lemon behind him. You got his name. It's an all enclosed box. There's no window to see where the figure was. You got his name on the side. Cool little side shot of him here with his name as well. Numbers on the bottom. Name on the top. Another little picture of him. And then on the back, like usual, it shows you some poses and stuff you can get him in. Shows the close-up on his eyes and stuff. So all that, you know, pretty much general stuff. As for what he comes with, pretty basic. As you can see, he's got the sonic arrow in his hand. That's the closed version, or not pulled back. And then you do have the pulled back version for when, you know, he's about ready to say you have failed the city and stuff. Anytime I see anything remotely shaped like a bow and arrow, I cannot stop myself from making a "you have failed the city" reference. But anyway, you probably have seen these before in other things that they've come with, but it's very nicely detailed, really good paint job on here. The red gloss on here is really nice. Got the clear plastic here as well. The Figuarts weapons are always just really nicely done, and obviously this is fixed in place. You got these little tube things here. It's not like the arms change where it was just one weapon and you pulled it back. You get the two separate ones for that. And then you have a variation of hands. You have the ones that are on him when you get him, which are the closed fists, and then you've got a couple, there's a little messed around because I dropped this before we started, spoiler alert, and then you got a couple different holding ones, you know, one for holding it like that, one for pulling back the bow, all that stuff. There is one missing, it's somewhere on the floor. If you guys see that, let me know. I don't know how you would look around here, but I totally knocked this over just a few seconds ago. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Not a whole lot that he comes with that's unique or anything. But yeah, let's go ahead and we'll get started with our little Duke fashion show here. Boom. I don't know why I did that. But yeah, Duke is a very good looking figure. Personally, it's one of my favorite designs. I really like his design a lot, which I guess that's what it means to be my favorite design. Or not favorite, at least one of my favorites. But the details on him are very well done, as they have been with the Gaim figures. They did a really nice job on it. Proportion-wise, he looks really good. I feel like it's always weird to say proportion-wise, but what I mean is that, like, his helmet or his cape or anything don't feel like they're an odd size compared to what they are in the show. They look very accurate. Just a very, very nice looking figure. Everything looks really good. The armor shines. The head sculpt's really well done. The compound under his, we'll get to see in a second. His headphones, blasting. No, but the compound under his eyes is really well done. There we go. You can see there, just really nice looking figure overall. Great job on it detail wise. There, now let's slow you down, buddy. Articulation-wise, he pretty much is the same as all Figuarts. You know, if you're used to it, you pretty much know. You got the little ball joint here, great all-around motion, sonic arrow that comes out at the slightest whim. Just, you know, good range of motion. Double elbow joint here. You got the swiveling going on. You got the swiveling at his fist as well. You got a little ball joint there. A nice ball joint on his leg. Swiveling. Double knee joint. You got a little ball joint on his foot as well. A little joint here at his toes. You do have articulation available at the chest and waist, but his chest, articulation is a bit hindered by the solid armor piece. He's got a nice range of motion on his head and neck as well. Very good job. I always wonder, like, how many people that are watching these reviews have either seen one of my reviews before or seen a Figuart review of some sort. Or it's like their first experience with Figuarts articulation, because like I probably have had to go over Figuarts articulation like 100 times, and I always feel like people that have watched a long time are like, oh man, this again, we know, but I'm always curious how many people are just seeing a Figuart for the first time. I don't know, that was a really random tangent. But anyway, he's also got this cape here, which does have some movement here. This little thing can move up. You can move these out here like this, move this back, so we can be like, psh, I believe I could, oh no, let's not do that, but yeah, you can do that for various poses. I don't know if you want him blowing in the wind, doing his little lemon stuff. I don't know, selling stuff at the lemonade stand. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Duke is a very solid figure. Look-wise, as I've mentioned in previous reviews, the Gaim Figuarts have been one of the best we've gotten in the last few years. Figuarts quality these last few years or so has kind of been hit or miss. But in terms of you know, just straight up looks at the very least, these figures have been absolutely gorgeous, and Duke is no exception. They look really accurate to the way they are in the show, just really nicely detailed, great paint, nice gloss everywhere, it looks really nice. The articulation is very well done, no loose joint problems or anything like that, which is really nice. I don't know what it is about this figure though that like, there's something not off about it, but it just doesn't, when I'm holding it in my hands, sounds really weird, it just doesn't feel like that same level of quality as like Gaim or Baron, and that could totally just be me, and I feel like I shouldn't even bring that up, but it's just something I felt with this one. But I wouldn't let that discourage you. I mean, you can see it for yourself. It's a very good looking figure. Great details. Like I said, proportions are good on it, which I feel is important because things like Wizard had really strange proportions. And, you know, the mold is good in terms of articulation, and I haven't had a real huge loose joint problem with the Gaim Figuarts, really just Baron that once. So if you do really like Duke or you like his suit design, I can recommend it. It is a very good figure. But, you know, I'm not sure what the aftermarket price is going to be like. The aftermarket prices on the Gaim Figuarts has been actually pretty crazy expensive. I've seen Melon Energy Arm Zangetsu go for like 11,000 yen or 10,000. I think the lowest I've ever seen it is 9,000. But I've seen a couple of them drop, so just keep an eye out. Don't pay too much for it, I would say. Even though it's a good figure art, I most definitely wouldn't pay 10,000 yen for it. But anyway, that's about it. Until next time, make sure you check out The Crazy Podcast at writersrangersgenerals.com. And of course, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, it's Dawson Rider, signing out.